Hello, friends. All right, let's talk about one more topic with regards to messaging. So, I want to give you a very systematic approach to messaging that I hope you find freeing because you know what to say. Two, really helpful because it's not very fun to like see someone has a problem and you really want to share your content and the products you have at the same time. You don't want to hear that no or feel rejected. And so sometimes we just don't say anything. I'm going to give you a way to do this. So if someone does say no, you know why, and you don't take it as personal. Anyway, it's going to be awesome. Okay. So with regards to messaging, as you're creating content and people are telling you they have dry hair, they use wands, their skin is dry, they're tired around 3 p.m. in the afternoon, you're going to have all these conversations start. Okay. And so it's really important that you go through some tips with regards to messaging that help so much. Okay. So first of all, you always want to have kind of 3 follow-up questions. Okay. And with regards to here, so it doesn't matter where it starts. It can start with what they use to style their hair. It could start with problems they're having with it, like falling out. It could like also anything that you're starting with, you want to think about. So you want to move it to Messenger. Okay. So as you're going back and forth a little bit underneath a comment on a post, you want to move that to Messenger because this is probably, we want to get so they trust you and can tell you more about them personally. Okay. And so with hair, skin, and wellness, there's a couple things that are really important to find out. So then it's very authentic and easy to move into a sale. Okay. So with regards to hair, we definitely want to find out like about the phase of life they're in and what they consider how healthy their hair is right now. You want to find out what kind of chemical treatments they're doing and how often. You also want to find out like what kind of heating tools and how do they want their hair to look? You know, do they want it short, long? What do they want? So when you find out phase of life and health, what kind of chemicals are they using and how often, and then what kind of heat tools are they using or styling tools in general, these things are going to make it so you can ask these questions. So you just, when somebody says, yeah, my hair's been so dry, when we talk, do you know why it's dry, or you know, what are you using right now to help that? Then we move it to Messenger. Okay. And we want to dig a little deeper. Okay. So like, how long has it been dry? Tell me a little bit about your age. What kind of things, you know, are you having babies? Are you getting out of the phase of having babies? What's your stress level? You know, those kind of things. Then when we get those answers, we say, okay, cool. So let me ask you this. What kind of chemicals and what kind of processing do you do, like with the beautician? And they tell you that, or hairstylist. And you say, okay, great. So after they answer that, awesome. Tell me a little bit more about what kind of heat tools, what kind of styling things you're using with your hair, both products and heat tools, and even the brushes they're using, right? So we find out about that. Okay, awesome. So now you have listened. What I want you to look at in your Messenger, you know how each side is a different color? Your side is one color, the other person's the other color. And, you know, we all choose different colors that we use. You want to see that they have more text than you do. You should be asking short little questions and they should be elaborating and telling you a lot of information. Okay. So when you see their side has more text than yours, you can be like, okay, I'm doing this right. You want to make sure that you're asking very short, specific questions that they can elaborate and tell you more about themselves. Then they're going to trust you because you've been a good listener. Okay. So those 3 areas of what you're looking for with regards to hair, then you would have 3 for skin and 3 for health and wellness. All right. So what you're going to do is after they've told you and you've learned a lot about their hair and what they're using and how they want it to look and be styled. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. And always thank them. Thank you so much for sharing this information with me. May I share with you a few things? So this is like a very, very, very key sentence. You want to write this down. May I share with you a few things I have found clients with similar interests or similar situations. You say the word similar, not exactly the same. Nobody wants to feel like they're exactly like somebody else, but they do want to feel like you have credibility. Okay. May I share with you a few things that I've had other clients with similar situations find helpful. Okay. And they're curious, right? We don't tell them the information straight out. They're curious. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then we say, because you mentioned your hair is dry, because you mentioned you're coloring your hair every 6 weeks, because you mentioned you're using a flat iron, because you mentioned you want your hair to look like this, and you fill in the blank with the product you know would be helpful. And the cool thing is sometimes you're going to be able to combine some of that because of this, and this. This product is going to be awesome to help with all these goals because of this, and this. Okay. And the whole idea is that whatever they said, you fill in the blank based on what they need. Not just trying to sell a system, not just trying to sell items that are on sale. They will pay full price if you have the miracle. Okay. Don't worry about the price. When they see you have an answer to their problem, it's not an issue that often because you're going to explain why this is the answer that they're looking for. Okay. And so explain it, elaborate on it, tell them why it works, tell them what you've seen happen for other people. And then if you give them, let's say 3 or 4 items that they could start with, you know, this could be a good fit. This could be a good fit. And this could be a good fit. Don't say this is this will guaranteed help. Like talk in words like fit. This might be this could be an answer. You don't want to sound like you're making these guarantees. You don't want it to sound too good to be true. You want to make them feel like they're making the decision for themselves. Okay. So we have these 3 questions that we're asking. We have the, may I share with you a few ideas? Because you mentioned, fill in the blank. Now we ask, which one of those areas would you like to start seeing if we could have some good ideas for you? Which of those things would you love to try first? Which one of those things sound like could be a good fit, a good solution for what you are dealing with, or something that could help you accomplish what you want to do? Depends on what they're talking about, right? Whether it's more problems or things they want to accomplish. Which one sounds like a best fit? Which one would you like to start with? Someone say, I want to start with all of them. Someone say, I just want to start with this one product. Okay. Then the cool thing about your product line is you say, may I share with you 2 ways to get these products? This is how you get for full price. This is how you get it discounted. May I share with you 2 ways to get these products? Full price discounted. Okay. This little system. Now, when you message them, first thing, should have mentioned this one. So you've been talking about their dry hair. You sent to Messenger, Susie, I love getting to know you better. So sorry to hear you're having a hard time with your hair being dry. Would it be okay if I ask you a couple other quick questions? People love to talk about themselves. Okay. May I ask you a couple quick questions? We ask them, we find out these 3 things. It may take 2 questions. It may take 6 questions. We got to find out those 3 things. Okay. Then we ask, may I share with you a few ideas? Because you mentioned. Then we ask, which of these would, because you mentioned, you fill in the blank. Then we're going to say, which of these would you like to get started with? May I share with you a couple ways to get these products? Okay. You follow the system. Don't skip any of the steps. You'll be like, oh, that sounds like a done deal. I'm just moving for the kill. No. You'll find out you've rushed it. Okay. Follow those steps. And you're going to see amazing things happen with people buying more products, with people sign more people that you talk to, a bigger percentage will actually take the leap and make the purchase. This is called my money making messaging. It is amazing what you can do with this when you learn how to listen better, answer good questions, ask good questions, give them recommendations based specifically on their needs and wants, and then give an optional close. Shoo. Okay. Amazing things happen. Good luck with the messaging. Okay. You're going to see some awesome things happen. There are people out there waiting to meet you. Good luck.